Alright, we're back. And, Hammond, I lose my job. What will I convince? I'm gonna say Hammond.
Listen, Hammond really made a mess of this place. You have no idea. There's no hiding his incompetence after this disaster.
Huh. You have a point.
So
If
now...
you knew how I spent my youth, you'd be surprised to find me working in a place like this.
History.
Someone needs to speak to the board about protecting these dinosaurs. You believe in animal rights, don't you? Wouldn't you put your neck on the line for them?
Lady.
Well, obviously that's true. If only the board had listened to my proposals. Instead, they just contribute to the paperwork in the file boxes you guys are loading.
We're not loading any of that crap on board. We'll convince you.
Is there anything I can say to convince you to come with us?
If there is, you haven't said it yet.
Right.
Decide what about the patient?
I'm fine.
I tried to convince her to go with the rescue team, but
Never
she
mind.
refused.
Just go back over here. Oh crap, no.
You're lucky you weren't even alive.
Back here. Better have info on stupid Sorkin.
So, what'd you find out?
Looks like Dr. Sorkin wanted to turn this place into a dinosaur preserve instead of an amusement park.
And InGen didn't go for it, huh?
Why would they? There's no money in that.
Well,
So
obviously.
Dr. Sorkin has a weakness for preserving wildlife. Good to know.
Sure. What's it?
Oh, that's a lot of rejected dino preserve proposals.
Yep.
They gotta hand it to the lady. She don't give up easy.
Nope. Anything on the ground?
So, Sorkin.
Hippie type.
Oh, crit.
Got
No.
arrested a bunch
Get out of it.
protesting for animal rights.
What am I supposed to do now? There's like no speech. What the heck?
Do you know, he actually told me it doesn't matter that we have dinosaurs from the Jurassic and Triassic ages living together, as long as it's exciting. Moron. I'm interested in hearing all about his symptoms.
We really need to go.
Hey, Doc, you got a pharmacy inside? It's gonna be a long flight back if we don't get this prisoner either elated or sedated.
She seems harmless enough now, and she's adequately secured. Are you afraid she's gonna
Stupid
beat
Yoda.
you up?
He's like,
Well, I do have a history of women wanting to get their hands on me.
oh, we really need to go.
Dr. Sorkin,
As I told you, I'm staying behind to watch after the animals.
I'm sorry.
Well,
but
too
we
bad,
really
you
need to get you out
retarded
of
lady.
here.
Why?
I'll lose my job. No, trying to preserve. I don't know what to do.
Please, ma'am, if we don't get you back, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. I'll probably lose my job.
Yep.
Well, I don't wish that on anyone, Mr. Yoder, but I'm afraid it can't be helped. I can't abandon these dinosaurs just so you have a job.
That's retarded. Dino preserve.
Wouldn't this place be better off as some kind of dinosaur preserve? It's kind of stupid to treat these creatures like they're in some kind of circus, right?
You're absolutely right, Mr.
Ah, there we
Yoder.
go. Maybe.
But none of this matters if the board of directors...
I'm not supposed to say this, but I heard the board is going to hold an emergency meeting about, new leadership. If you were there, you could act as a witness to the events that took place here. They'd have to listen to you.
That's true. I hate to admit it, Mr. Yoder, but perhaps you're right.
And our orders also mention an assistant?
David, yes. I'm
Yep,
afraid
we don't
David
know,
won't
but whatever.
be coming back with us. He told him to stay away from the
Oh,
quarantine
Dr.
tents.
Sorkin, I'm so sorry.
Thank
Fail.
you.
You got eaten by
Now,
some
before we
dinosaur.
go, I have some work in the
No
lab
one
that
liked
must
him
be
anyway.
completed first. Dr. Harding, perhaps you and your daughter would like to assist me. I've been working on a cure for one
Finally.
of our dinosaurs' nastier genetic disorders.
Oh,
Finally, we
Which
can get
one?
this
It's dietary.
helicopter. And,
Right up your alley.
I think something happens.
Dr. Harding, we've done it.
and what exactly have we done?
Reverse the lysine contingency, of course.
Wait,
What's that?
InGen, Henry Wu, added a gene to the dinosaurs that makes them dependent on supplements of an amino acid called lysine.
Interesting.
Without their weekly
No,
doses, they'll all die off.
Cannot give that to the
Yep.
dinosaurs.
Shrivel
They
up and
need to be
die.
contained. If any of them get off the island,
Okay, listen. I I've been working with the Parasaur's behavioral program for months now. If I go back to the mainland to fight for this place, they'll all be dead before I can get back, along with all of my research.
Parasaurs?
Parasaurolophus. They're herbivores, generally safe.
Let me give the solution to them to see if it even works.
How many are we talking about?
Why don't you come out with me?
Oh,
See how much progress we've made with them.
that's not
Oh,
creepy
yeah.
at all.
Fine. We'll go.
Cool.
I'm glad to finally have you out here, Dr. Harding, despite the circumstances. We've been doing some very interesting work with our parasaurs. Behavioral communication experiments.
You've interpreted their calls.
Some of them. And I plan to use that to get them out of the pen.
Why do you want to get
Out?
them out of the pen? That doesn't
Well,
make
I'm
sense.
not going to treat their water with them still in there.
How do we know there aren't any bad dinosaurs around?
Dino told me, trust me, I don't know. I don't.
I don't know, but the Parasaurolophus do. See that one? She's the lookout. She'll stand guard while the others graze. If there were any predators in the vicinity, she'd be nervous and emitting a danger call. But she's not. She's calm. Jerry, you can activate the speakers from there. Jess and I will set the various parasaur sounds that play through them.
Alright, let's see if we can do this.
Dad,
This seems a little
It's
hard.
okay. I mean, it's safe, right?
The parasaurs will warn us of trouble before it gets close.
Stay with Dr. Sorkin.
Jeez. Alright, let's do it. We're supposed to... Dino hurting, Dino speak, what now?
So, what do we do?
We can't just shoo the animals out, but we should be able to manipulate them into moving using their own sounds.
Cool.
These speakers on the west side of the pen can be set to play a parasaur food call that will attract the hungry dinos.
Cool.
The speakers on the east control the mating sounds that will attract the more amorous dinosaur.
What about the big set of speakers in the middle of the pen?
Ah, those emit the danger call. The parasaurs will instinctively move away from it.
So basically, we can herd the dinosaurs out of this pen using the speakers and their sounds.
Yipperoonie. What's this? Okay, so I want to say that it's going to be this one.
How do I turn on the speakers?
I'll have to tell your dad to do it when we're ready.
Good idea. And I'm gonna guess that's what we do. Where's that? Okay. Jerry, activate speakers.
Dr. Harding?
Yeah?
Activate the... Oh, crap.
West side speakers, please.
That do it? Oh, yeah, like a boss. First time. Got him over there.
So I heard you were like a hippie protester or something in the 70s.
Hippie protest.
Where'd you hear that?
From Yoder.
From Yoder.
The 70s were a tumultuous time. I fought for what I believed in, and sometimes it gets you arrested.
You were arrested? And you still got a job as a, scientist?
Yep.
Paleogeneticist. And yes, youth is the time to be reckless and test your boundaries. It's how you learn what's important to you.
Alright guys, we gotta end this right here, so I will see you in the next part.